Scene 1, ignoring. Action.
Hey, that's a hand.
No, it is not. What do you mean?
Yes, it is. You just hit it with your hand. You pushed
No, I
it
did
out.
not. I didn't even use my hand.
Whatever. I'm just going to ignore it.
Scene 2, questioning. Action.
Hey, why do you keep handballing it?
I didn't even use my hand. Come on.
Yes, you did. You just went up here and smacked it.
No, I did not.
Scene 3, setting a boundary. Action.
Dude, stop handballing it.
I didn't even handball it. What do you mean?
Yes, you did. You stuck your hands out like this and shoved it.
No, I did not.
Stop. I'm setting a boundary with you. You need to stop handballing it.
I didn't even handball it though.
Scene 4, after setting a boundary. Action.
Bro, stop handballing it.
I didn't even handball it.
So done.
Scene 4, later that day. Action.
Well, that didn't work very well. Everyone around here says set boundaries. So I do. I tell people to stop talking, stop cheating, stop swearing, and everyone just ignores me. Forget this I could be amazing. I give up.
Oh, there, dude. Looks like you have a problem. It seems like boundary setting isn't working. I heard you saying, stop talking, stop swearing, stop cheating.
And even when I try really hard to stand up for myself, it feels like no one is listening to me.
Okay, so do you need me to hear you or do you need me to help you?
Well, you're a grown up. If you hear my problem, aren't you just going to fix it?
I am so glad that you asked me that because even being 51, turns out that I was making a huge mistake when I was talking to people.
Well, that makes great news because you always say mistakes are how you.
Learn. Okay, so here's the thing. I guess that both of us can learn from my mistakes. See, Paul, in the past, when I would talk to people, I would think that I was listening to them so that I could help them. To me, listening equaled helping. But recently, I was reading this book, and it said that when you talk to people, there are two different kinds of ways to listen. One way you can listen is to help people, but the other way that you can listen is to hear people.
I don't get it. Isn't listening to hear someone just like listening to help them?
Oh my gosh, that is exactly what I thought. But then Mrs. Irvine taught me that listening to hear somebody is different. See, when you listen to help someone, what do you usually do?
Give them advice. I know a lot of things.
Yeah, you actually really do. But sometimes people don't want your advice. They just want to know that we care and we're listening to what they're going through. So Mrs. Irvine gave me this great idea. She said that when you listen to hear someone, you do something that's really cool. It's something we learn about from nature.
Okay, now I am curious. What do we do when we listen to hear someone?
We echo, echo, echo.
What? I know what an echo is, but how do you listen to an echo?
Okay, let me try it. I'm going to echo back to you what you just said. You said that you feel with boundary setting, it gets really hard because no one's listening when you tell them to stop and that you feel like giving up.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel.
Okay, do you feel a little bit better now that we're talking about this?
Yes, I do.
But did I, during this conversation, actually help you?
No, you actually just heard me. I mean, echoed. what I said.
Yep. So being heard is so important that when we talk to others about our boundaries, that talking actually can help us, even if the other person isn't willing to change.
What? Wait, I need these people to stop acting crazy.
Yep, you have needs. But boundary setting is first about helping others to hear you. You can't control their actions. You can't stop them from doing stuff or not following the rules, but you can speak up about what you need and you can get them to echo back to you the boundary you're setting. And that brings me to mistake number 2.
Oh, Miss Fontier really racking up those mistakes.
That just means I'm learning, Paul. See, I never really taught you how to set boundaries. Are you ready to have a conversation where I don't just hear you, but I help you?
I am.
Okay, so for this lesson, I had to talk to a bunch of the experts around the school. Mrs. Irvine, Mrs. Murray, Mrs. Gorski, Mrs. Duncan, and I worked on actually coming up with steps so I could teach you the skills of boundary setting. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Okay, so when you're boundary setting, the first thing that you need to do is slow down.
Like talk really slow. Stop it! No!
That's actually really cool. But no, slowing down is about figuring out a good time to set the boundary and thinking about what you want to say. Sometimes you need think time to figure out what it is that you want. And nobody knows what you're thinking. Do you know people are actually really bad at guessing what others need?
You mean that asking Gio to stop when he was in the middle of an intense game of soccer was a bad idea?
Exactly.
Okay, I guess I need to talk to him before we go out to recess. We have time before school and we're lining up in the hallway. I'll do
Okay.
it then.
Perfect. So you're going to slow down and then you're going to think it. And that means you need time to complete a sentence stem.
I love sentence stems. I bet it is, Gio, you should stop because you're a big blank. Hit me up, Miss Fonzie.
It actually goes like this. I need blank because I feel blank.
Wait, why am I saying what I need? Why don't I tell Gio what to do?
Because boundary setting is about what you need, Paul. You got to believe that you deserve to be treated well. You need to belong to yourself. And remember, who is the only person that you can control?
Myself.
Yep.
Okay, I need blank because I feel blank. Let me think about it for a minute.
No problem. I'm really good at waiting.
I got it. Okay, Gio, I need you to respect the rules because I feel you are better than me when you are just doing what you want.
And the last step of boundary setting is to be sure you're heard. And what skill is it that we use to make sure that we're heard?
The echo.
Yep. So let me echo back to what you just said. Paul, you said that you need Gio to respect the rules because when he doesn't follow them, you really feel like he's acting like he's better than you.
Yes.
Okay, so here's a quick review of boundary setting. Step 1, slow down. Step 2, think it. Step 3, I need blank because I feel blank. Step 4, echo. Okay, I think you've got it, and I think you're ready for Gio.
Scene 6. The next day. Action.
Hey, Gio, can I talk to you?
Sure, what's up?
I actually really like when Secretary says there's something bothering me. I need you to follow the rules we agree on because I feel like you don't care about me when I break the rules. When you break the rules,
Okay.
just so I can be sure just so I can be sure you heard what I said. Can you please echo it to me?
I can echo?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, you want me to follow the rules we agreed to because when I break those rules, it makes you crazy. You know I am not trying to cheat, and I hate when you call me a cheater.
I guess I need to stop that.
Scene 7. Next day at recess. Action.
Hey, that's a hand.
Yeah, here you go.
Hey, that's a hand again.
Yeah, it is.
Scene 8. Later on. Action.
Hey, Paul, how did recess go?
Well, not that bad. Gio kind of listened. I think Gio did what Gio always does.
Okay, but how do you feel?
Actually, I feel pretty good. Even though it didn't work out perfectly, I am so glad that I get to set boundaries. I said what I needed and I felt heard. I think Gio is just Gio, and sometimes I need to accept him for who he is. I don't get to control everything.
I'm so proud of you, Paul. And just so that we can be sure the kids are ready for boundary setting, let's go through the skills. Ready? So, step 1, slow down. Step 2, think it. Step 3, I need blank because I feel blank. Step 4, echo, echo, echo.
End scene.
God, that was horrible.